At least Gagarensis has made his path clear.
This is the pass we seek. Beyond is Midgard.
I hope it is warmer in Midgard.
The north is full of tangled things, and text and aching eyes. And dead is all the innocence of anger and surprise.
Gagarensis? I won't pretend that he just like didn't they just walked up. He was like, "Hey man, what's up, nerd?"
Yeah, poem you. Now, over about on this side of the map there is a town center. Up there. Up that way.
But
Be
like,
careful, there's a bunch of enemies just lying around. So.
but like, he wasn't even like, "Wow, what a joke." Like, it wasn't even like a big thing for him. He was just like, "Hey man, what's up? Let me just
tell you a poem."
And cast like a,
You know, it's nice that Gagarensis knows all of like the culture and norms for every region he goes to. Like he's effectively evil in every environment, suiting the culture that he's trying to be evil in.
I mean, town center right here.
There's one right there. There's one right there. It just depends where you want to defend. That one has food, but the gold's far away. There's one down there. I think there's one further east or west.
Okay. So
Let me get the cat in.
I remember I played the dwarves well. First thing we want to do, get this right, get this whole meme going. So there can be more to human people.
Have them hunt. Since they do not. Norse peasants don't know how to build, they just know how to collect. Because the North are rather rigid with their hierarchy of who gets to build and who gets to farm. Yeah, the ox cart saw with the dropping. There are puppies that want to eat your face off. Because in the frozen north, the wolves are vicious and mean. And not edible. If anyone hears me chirping in the background, that's my cat.
Being very chirping.
She wants my love and attention right now. Hey, more dudes. Another ox cart.
Temples like this one.
So why do we need to?
They are the source of the
Must destroy them all.
Because Norse are filled with myth units. Myth units for
Really
days.
strong one.
Because they're human infantry units are actually rather weak.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Norse.
They have a really weak human base, but they got some strong myth units. Like if you want strong human units, you go Greek. If you want okay units, but okay myth units, like a lot of them, you go Egypt. If you just want myth units for days, but don't like playing with human units, then you go Norse. You have a healing fountain.
I do.
Which is probably one of the better god powers. It's up there as one of the best. If the deer would get the hell out of the way. Excuse me, deer. I am trying to put my healing thing down.
There's a good place for it, like it right here. Their farms are also way more expensive.
Agriculture is not their forte. So, yeah, I know a bit about the Norse of this period. At least I know about some of the sagas and legends. This is basically the period. It's not quite Beowulf's period, because that was actually in the 80s. But this is a lot of inspiration from like the Beowulf period, due to the stories and sagas that kind of marked what we know about these people. Because other than the Dark Age, with the Dark Ages and the monks talking about them and the other such peoples, we really don't know much about them in this era, aside from what they left behind, poems and such, runestones and poems. Because unfortunately, they had a runic language they didn't write a lot in.
And Gargarensis.
And the difficulty of a society that doesn't have a lot of written records is that there's not a lot of things that are left that we can actually find out, because we can't exactly ask them how everything worked. We have their descendants who form up the modern-day Nordic peoples, the Danes, the Icelandic, the Greenlanders, Norway, Sweden.
Yeah, but more often than not, they know as much as we do.
Yeah, because, well, they're descended from said people does not mean that they're exactly the same as said people. Because no man ever stays identical to how their ancestors were. Because the world changes. We can never truly know what the world was like in their time. We can only guess. Oh, there's a hill fort. That's unfortunate. See if you can surround it after you kill these guys enough. We'll just wail on it.
I actually have a plan for it.
Trolls?
Yeah. They're an effective ranging.
But yeah, what I know about these people, culturally wise, is that they really were never really unified. So the difference between the guys raiding your monastery and the guys trading with the longship that signaled the raider and the longship that signaled the trader was entirely based on which clan was coming to trade with you, which village, which group.
Yeah.
Which may or may not have been coming around for another attack.
Some of them were celebrated when you saw their sales. You got the goods out because you were ready to do business, and other ones you got the swords out because you needed to be able to stab somebody.
And their armories look.
The ones that were raiders were actually the ones who were on the losing end of the spectrum. The ones that were traders are the ones who built the large empires and the prosperous kingdoms, and were the ones who dominated the other ones.
Well, yeah, I mean, raiding will only get you so far.
Yeah. People like Harold, what was it? Harold Brutruth. Who formed a kingdom, if short-lived kingdom, but still a large one, that held all of Britain and the majority of Scandinavia under one roof. He also had Sicily at one point. I remember learning that he conquered Sicily. And he was at one point the king of Sicily down in Italy, so he had quite the extensive kingdom, though it kind of disintegrated on his death.
That's always sad.
It is, but props to the guy that he got that much land together. He got that many people under one roof, and as long as when he stayed alive, things would work. Yeah, about the only one can ask for. It's harder than say the Greeks and the Egyptians, because the Egyptians were well documented by everyone.
Oh, they were big.
Well, in the times when they were well documented, which would be the later periods. And the Greeks, well...
Do we really need to say anything about how well documented they were?
Thanks to the Byzantines. Thanks to the Emperor Pelagius and Francisco and his men, that the civilian population of Constantinople had time to take the library with them when they fled. When they sacked Constantinople in the 1400s, and they brought the majority of these writings with them, which was all we knew about, the majority of what we know about ancient Rome and Greece. And we know quite a bit thanks to the writings they had. So we know more about them than almost any other ancient culture, save for China, which, as being a continuous entity for 10,000 plus years, have kept a good, between them and the Indians, have kept a good grasp on their dynasties and histories. With the going as far back as the Chinese emperor who killed all the historians and burned all the books before his reign. Because, you know, there's not much we can do about that.
Yeah? Tilbúin.
It's unfortunate, but, you know, things like that happen. And we're lucky that he decided to tell us that he did such things, or else we'd never know. Such irony, huh? The problem with ancient history is that if there was a king who did that to the histories that we know, then we have no way of knowing.
It's like Ajax and Chiron and...
They got separated and they're somewhere else. So yeah. I like to... the best way I figured to piece history together is to remember that everyone who lived was human and had emotions, thoughts, and feelings. And were not simple Borg that did things because they had their reasonings. So try to follow the reasonings of the man and his actions and what he actually did. And it's the best way to piece together what he actually did and what he didn't. By what actually happened.
It's probably a good way to see it.
Keeping in mind that the king doesn't exactly have to. The king doesn't have to say it directly to have his name stamped on it. Any overzealous vassal can have the king's name stamped on whatever atrocity he wants it to be. Because when the king's not there, well, bad things happen.
So what are dwarves like in this?
Dwarves in this game, they are based off of descriptions we think of an actual people that existed. We're not quite sure. We found some skeletons. The DNA evidence was strange, but
okay, I don't care about that. I want to know what their lore is in the game.
Now, be careful. You have all 6 grouped from the farms. You have all the farmers grouped.
Yeah?
I didn't even group them. How that even happen?
You double clicked.
Tilbúin.
Something back.
As far as we know, in the mythology, they were great miners and forgers, known for forging like Thor's hammer and building cities in the mountains.
But why are they known for this? Because they're small?
Because of whatever group they're based off of, were very good miners who built mountain cities in and out of the mountain. From what little ruins we have.
Huh. I guess now we wait.
There were medieval manuscripts that showed people like that exist and still exist in the Balkans, but at least up into the 1800s. But if they still do, I don't know. It's not a place that's been covered since the 80s, since the Yugoslavian war.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
There was a big war down there in the Balkans in like the 80s. You know this war line?
Yeah.
That's what it's based off of. The siege of one of the cities down in Serbia.
Hey. Serbia.
Yeah.
That's the place.
Yes, it is.
Sean's been doing a lot of talking this episode.
It's about history. I talk a lot about history. Since it's one of the few things I know.
Because he's a fucking nerd.
And some people like that. If they're watching this game, it's because they're interested in the gameplay or interested in fist fighting a frost giant. Part of dwarf eaters. Gross. Dwarves probably taste really gamey.
Well, it's good to know that's the only reason why you find it gross, Sean.
Also, it's technically cannibalism.
Is it?
Yes.
I thought they weren't human.
Doesn't matter. They're people. People don't have to be human to have it be cannibalism. Eating people, gross. Like even eating a troll is gross. I mean, they count as people technically, but also, in D&D terms, they can actually grow. That piece of flesh you eat can grow into a troll in your stomach and pop out of you. Eat its way out of you. The more you know.
Why'd you just like... Well, time to advance to the next stage.
Do you have anything to talk about?
Who is that and why is she so hot? How?
She's the goddess of winter and hunting.
Did nobody get my joke?
Because she has great stuff.
I made a hot joke about an ice princess. Nobody? Come on.
That's hot.
That's hot.
You gonna go kill the green guys that are right there? Just
Yeah.
above you? Chilling out, playing Nintendo?
Don't say the N-word around here, Sean.
We have to punish them. Who even plays that anymore?
No, shh. Don't say the N-word.
I never played it. Seriously, never played a game.
They like to remove people's videos.
They do.
Yeah, they do all
For
the time.
saying?
Yeah, on occasion.
They are behind the times.
Oh, aren't they? We might be a little tiny for that though, so.
I won't say the name that should not be spoken. The N-word. Though it's got like 4 N's in it. Thanks, Japan.
3.
It's a lot of N's.
You were close.
Tilbúin?
I mean,
Hver þar?
kinda.
We can never let them see this video. Then again, this is an Age of Mythology video, so I'm not sure if they even know what that is. I don't think the game was ever released in Japan. I don't think strategy games are actually popular.
Hver þar? Atráð.
Giants, attack.
Til
Well, we gotta finish breaking the wall down.
Oh, here he is.
Atráð.
Attack.
Fight this D&D tail giant.
Til orrustuslag.
He's down. Oh no, he has 10 die 6 HP. What are we going to do?
Use our levels to our advantage. Yes.
You're under attack. Your attack is under. The attack is now. Attack with sharpened sticks. So a game I'm sad that doesn't exist, that I can't play anymore. I have the discs for it, but I can't play. Is Empire.
What happened to that?
It is no longer ones on the Windows machines.
Hver þar? Til orrustuslag.
Ooh, Sparks. Use the trolls. Get him. Get him. They're just throwing rocks at people.
Yeah. It's what they do.
Neat. I was kind of worried that the mic had been muted the whole time.
Why would you be worried about that?
Because this would be a very, very bad time for it to be muted.
I wouldn't. It'd be a horrible time for it to be muted the whole time.
You can recruit more giants and you can recruit more dudes with hammers. Hammer dudes. Now, every one of them have their own unique randomly generated name. Click on them. The hammer dude that you have. There's Sven Black Tamer. Check the other one.
That's not a good name.
Check the other one.
Hver þar?
Eagle Griffin Skinner.
Hver þar? Atráð.
You did not like Harry Potter.
I don't really like Harry Potter.
You two have a shirt. Henrik Ratbone.
That's not a good name.
Don't be racist. It's part of their culture to have really stupid names that they just throw in. See, they didn't pick it on purpose. They have a hat and they stick a bunch of words in it and then they shake it around and what you pull out in order is what your name is. You didn't mean to have it. It's just very unfortunate. Everyone looks at him and is like, that's racist. He didn't choose it.
Is that what they actually do?
Probably. He's got some really dumb names. Like, names that they must have been super inebriated. But some names just go beyond that. It just goes beyond the point where you get drunk. That makes the rest of them. Kettle. Valgor Smoke Minder. Kettle Peak Miner. Mind your peaks.
I don't know what it is, like, in fantasy shit, where dwarves just have, like, names that either do with mining or alcohol. Like, Frost Brew? Who the fuck names themselves Frost Brew?
An entire group of people do nothing but mine and brew alcohol. Who grows their food? They certainly don't. I mean, they didn't just survive as a people for thousands of years until this point, but I guess they just drink. That's all they do. Biscuit Sailor. Aganar and biscuits. See? You don't sail with biscuits.
You're right, this shit's gotta be in a hat.
They didn't. Black Chamber didn't mean for his name to sound racist. It just did. Your midgets are dying. Oh no, his stumpy legs cannot carry him further. It's okay, he's not a real midget. He's just a dwarf, and everyone knows they can't run. Unless to go get another walk.
Ox carts.
The ox does not want to move. He refuses.
Stay away from my ox carts.
They really don't like your ox carts.
Back to work.
Work. He didn't tell you to stop.
Angle dangle Dorgan. I can't.
Leif Erikson
Day. Leif Erikson Day.
Do it again.
Angle dangle Dorgan.
You speak Swedish very well. I was saying that not to sound racist, which it totally is, and I don't care, but because I actually heard what Swedish sounds like. Banana.
Wait, what's his name?
Omar Furnace Basher. Oh dear, rat blood. Just these names. These names will carry you to victory.
One more frost giant, and then we're off to the fight.
We're to fight a good fight.
Kettle
Peak Miner. He shall lead the charge. Frost Giant of Therm. You think they make thermostats in Therm?
Your bad jokes, you're getting worse by the day.
I'm running out of material. I'm just saying what I think. But you're probably gonna tell me to stop thinking.
I don't think you think very often. Alright guys, we're making it.
The elk are spies. Standing in an empty field doing nothing.
Who are they spies for?
You know, at this point I'm not sure. They don't seem to be doing much. The spies for Gargarensis, they're not doing a good job.
I'm sure Gargarensis is very displeased.
When has he shown to not be displeased?
Anytime something's gone his way, so not very much so far. Because he sucks. Nay. Get nay to Gargarensis.
They found and killed cows. How could they? The mumus. I'm speaking of Mumu. My cat's freaking out in the back here. Just wailing on him. Wailing on the dudes. Niwu is now the goddess of nature. Instead of what was it said before?
What?
Well, ever since the Chinese expansion pack came out, Nuwa has become a goddess of nature. Look at the cow, see?
It was just Gaia before.
It was Set and then Gaia, and now it's some chick who made the nobles of China from the clay of the Yellow River. And she spent a lot of time on them, and then she flicked her hands, and all the peasants came out of the water droplets. You know, when she was done making them, she just kind of like the water off her hands. That's where the peasants come from.
Are you serious?
That is serious.
That's like...
That's where the peasants come from.
That's on purpose. We all know that's on purpose.
Oh, and the rest of you, you come from just droplets. You're not real people. You're pretentious.
No, this is why I built the hill for it. For the... What?
House Carls. They're only good against archers.
That's like the most useless profession of all time.
Yeah, I mean, you don't just have that mass brute sling, you know, that's good against archers. And you could just teach anybody to do that. And then shoot magnum bullet pellets at people.
Well, these dudes, like, work hard.
They are, but they die really easily, considering they have no shirt. They're just half-naked guys in the snow that are immune to arrows because arrows bounce off their abs, but not swords. Because they didn't train for that.
They don't have the proper jutsu for that one.
They don't.
Gonna need a sensu for that one.
Why didn't they use sensu beans more?
Yeah, you think that's something they'd abuse, but...
They forget it half the time. Or Toriyama forgot it half the time.
So it's really only used for cop-outs.
Yeah.
You think they'd use that more, like, in combat, though, right? They'd be like, okay, guys.
I'm completely tired of sensu bean. What? I'm a bad guy. I'm waiting, sensu bean.
I'm almost out. I'm out of
Or when
key in
Goku
my...
gave Cell fucking sensu bean like a fucking stupid jackass. He's going to destroy the planet, you dumb fuck. Do not give him the key to victory. No, stop that. Somebody beat him. Chi-Chi, punch him for me. You, animated person on the screen, punch this man.
Bite off his genitals. Or his wife. You can get away with that.
Really?
No sensu being gonna fix that one.
Judging by his voice, he doesn't have any.
Oh,
Japanese
God. She seems like a nice old lady, but when
playing a nice old lady,
when somebody's as jacked as that and they have a voice like that, God, she voiced like half of the main character. She's like it's weird because she's like Krillin, Goku, and Gohan, and they'll all be talking to each other. That must look weird in the booth. All right, let's shut up now.
Have to find another way through.
Those midgets aren't great ninjas.
Where?
I don't know, guys. I can't see him. Or maybe she did. Crunch is like, where? And she just stares at them like, and they're all looking around like this. All the Norse guys are like, where? I can't see anything. There's just this weird stumpy short like man rocks. Crunch is like, I don't see anything. Because he's like 5'2", because he's Greek. So he's like, I don't see anything, because the rocks are legitimately blocking their 3-foot butts. And she's just staring at them like, did no one see it? Just wait here.
He has a red beard and a green jacket.
How do you not see them? They're short people. Just right there.
All right.
Watching us. They're not even hiding.
Next
We'll
episode.
see you in the next part, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.